How you doing there? This one here is about rubber stamping. Sun's coming up out there. They're banging away out there already. Anyway, this is about rubber stamping. Changed my hairstyle so many times. I don't know what I look like. That's a lyric in a Talking Head song called Life During Wartime. I'm going to talk about the left, right, up, down, center, maybe politically, financially. Yeah, no, movie. It's a weekend right now, Saturday. So, feels like one of those, almost a lazy day. Had a dream. I woke up from an hour or two ago, maybe less. Dreamt of someone I hadn't talked to in real life in a while. We used to double date. Mom is a girlfriend of one of my good buddies. Haven't talked to a good buddy in a few years either. And I just want to talk about some of the changes in life, though. Going through certain times, I have a cough drop in my mouth. I don't know what's going on as far as coughing. But you live. I'm coming on 40 next year. If you live 40 years, you're almost bound to have pretty radical swings in life. Maybe not next to each other, but living in poverty, living in richness, embracing the political left, embracing the political right, or at least respecting some of these positions. And I was thinking about the changes I was going through, and I grew up during the 80s in high school, class of 89, and it's been a couple of generations since we had a depression in America out here, at least recognized nationally. And we were almost assured, I think I covered this in another piece, that we might not ever experience another depression, which didn't wind up happening. And they'll still never say that what we've had is a depression. Technically, I think depression is 2 consecutive recessions, which we've had many of those. But the Great Depression, something compared to that, I think we have. I really think we have. I think when history looks on a lot of these bank failures and auto industry bailouts and the Fannie Mae, yeah, that's it. Those, rescues and all. People right now, a lot of them compare it to the Great Depression and all that. And, you change your politics a little bit. Some people do. At least they adjust them. I took accounting, economics and stuff, and like a lot of people, during the 80s, it wasn't a bad time to be Republican. And I mentioned it seemed to be a lot more merit-based back then. And I'm not Republican anymore. It's, easy to say. I got a job in the warehouse. I'm not far from where I'm at right now in 1990, after I graduated. And there were staunch Republican owners there. And that's the first time I got a tinge or a shock of a recession. When they lowered the wages of part-timers. I was hired as a part-timer, and my wage wasn't lowered. It's kind of like a grandfather clause thing almost, where if you were already hired there, you were paid on the same scale as full-timers. But they started paying the part-timers at the scale of custodial work, which was about $1 an hour less. And they cited, there's this company called Best. It's kind of like a Target, you know, most comparable to something today is probably like a Target. That folded right there at the onset of the 90s. It said, hey, the signs are there that we're going to have this recession, and we got to tighten the belt buckle a little bit. Whatever that means, you know. I'm just paraphrasing from memory. And these guys are real ashamed of George Herbert Walker Bush, even though they were staunch Republicans. After he took a trip to Japan, not because he puked on the prime minister, which did happen, but because he asked him to stop competing strong. Okay, you can look this up in history. He's pretty much, hey man, you guys are, you know, our auto industry can't take your output and your pricing, whatever he was saying. So, you know, the owners of the place I was working at said it's real pathetic. Now, the issue here, you know, I'm at 6 minutes and I can't really explain it. I could talk probably nearly for a half hour, 25 minutes maybe, on this issue of rubber stamping. It's about the expectations. I went to my niece's graduation a couple days ago, and today we're supposed to have a pool party and all. And it's weird seeing people from your past that you hadn't seen in a long time, because what happened is I was Republican at the onset of the 90s, and I was registered that way for 7 years. Something happened with the economy, and management almost randomly it felt like, started getting rid of people because of top pay. There's a large turnover rate, so they don't have to pay the workers that achieved maximum salary, etc. And we started a union, and I had been accepted to a left-of-center school, and I started playing guitar. I became a little more socially liberal, to say the least, around the mid-90s. And eventually, I had voted for Clinton in 92, voted for Ralph Nader in 96 and 2000. I spent 7 years as a Democrat, and they tend, actually, in my opinion, to be unabated. We're talking unabated. A little too much thinking that the state can and will control and take care of everyone's problems. And corporations are all evil, which I don't necessarily believe is true either. In the best of times, corporations, I think, do decent things. And if you just try to be objective and look, say, 100 years into the past, you could just see the line wavering as far as, you know, tendencies. And that's just my opinion, and this part's about rubber stamping. And there's something called a straight ticket voter, which I've never been. A straight ticket voter doesn't necessarily read the propositions, doesn't necessarily care who's running for office, but rather will vote straight ticket all Democrat, straight ticket all Republican. If the Democrats are endorsing a certain issue, they'll vote for it. If they're running a certain candidate, they'll vote for him or her. I've never been that thing. And in a dream that I had, you know, right before waking up, I had this girl, just, you know, recognizing. She said to me, "You've become a lot more liberal." And I said, "Well, I play guitar, and, you know, socially liberal, yeah. I'm actually a libertarian now, as far as my political party." What's funny is this is coming on 7 years this year. It's been 7 years Republican, 7 years Democrat. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to ride this out. Generally, libertarians are fiscally conservative, socially liberal. And it's a comfortable. It's comfortable for me to you know, be what I am right now. But you know, I just want to address that. And I gotta go. I'm out of time. Who'd be number 2?